The football season has come to an end.
My family's going to expect me to talk to them.
1 week from now, the Super Bowl will happen and it'll be over.
What am I going to do on Sunday?
NFL Season Ticket is proud to present second season. Through the power of AI, we have created an entirely fictitious football season that you can pretend to watch.
No, honey, this is the new second half. They have all new teams like the Boston Teabaggers, the Seattle Rain Clouds, the Florida Meth Heads.
They'll have no way of knowing that you aren't actually really watching football, as long as you keep up the masquerade. Just remember to say these things loud enough for her to hear. Things like,
No, come on, ref.
or,
Your only job is to kick a ball, you asshole.
and occasionally during dinner, mention your fictitious fantasy team.
I'm going against Johnson this week. His team is practically unbeatable.
Psst, you don't even know a Johnson. She won't know, and she won't care.
Sorry, honey, this is a big game. Have fun at soccer, kiddo. Kick a goal or whatever.
NFL's second season, because nobody wants to deal with their family. What's going on? This Stupid's Talking Stupid, the DBM Production Empire. I'm Patrick.
And I'm Bear. We read the stupid, so you don't have to.
Yeah.
And we're back despite Comcast's best effort to just sabotage Patrick.
Right?
And the show.
It literally waited until I got the text message. I'm sitting out over here. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it literally waited.
What's that, Matthew?
Waited. And then it was like, okay.
We were this entire show was ready to go last week. Right. I had everything. Oh my god. Patrick's new camera.
I don't know what to do.
If it's not Comcast, there's always why do we have to call this? Why do we have to call it Stupid Sucker Stupid? Because should we call it Stupids Struggling with Basic Technology?
Right.
Semicolon. We grew up with this stuff. Why can't we figure it out?
Yeah. I mean, this is the new one.
Oh my god, this new camera hates you so much.
It does.
What happens if you lean forward? Oh no, you just get closer to us. I hate it.
I hate it. Stupid.
Oh man, yeah. I don't know. I don't understand why we have all the technical difficulties.
I don't know.
We've had 2 boards go out or just one?
2 boards go out.
Wait, when we were recording with you, when we started this thing, we're using wireless mics, and those, I think in the 3rd episode, maybe the 2nd episode, they took a shit halfway through, and we lost a third of the episode.
Right.
We've had boards go out, multiple boards go out. Our first live version of this show, we did the podcast on the Podathon. Flawless. So ever since we tried doing it on our own, though, the worst things ever. We lost 2 boards at your house. I've lost a board at my house. This is a fucking podcast. Like we're not doing anything crazy. We're having just vocals go through.
Not like trying to like land a plane.
No, it's not like it's working off of multiple channels. I mean, the multiple channel. We used to, just piggyback the mics off of one channel when we first started this shit, and then we got a little bit better board. And I'm like, okay, they each got their own channel. We can with this professional sounding audio, and that board took a shit on us,
right?
And then fucking COVID happens. Like, oh great, now we have to get our own individual setups and hope this works,
right?
And
internet problems. Well, everybody was on the internet.
Yeah. And I couldn't get a webcam for I think 6 weeks it took.
There's no.
And then I finally got a webcam, and then we were up and running. And then I lost my board. I got a new board. I lost that board. I've lost 2 boards. We've lost 4 fucking boards to this podcast.
I know, right?
What the fuck are we doing wrong where you turn it on?
It literally sits on the table.
Don't touch it.
But like the board that I travel around with, that thing's fine.
You throw that in the giant Tupperware container. It gets jostled around with speakers 4 times its size.
Right.
That thing's been working for what, 10 years now? You've had it?
Pretty much.
That was the original one from our showcase at Brick House, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
God damn. That board just, you know what the problem is, the boards that we got after the first one, we got nice boards.
Right.
And those just the smallest things break on those.
Yeah.
Whereas that small shitty board, like, I'm like 4 parts.
I had to replace the plug because one of the prongs of the plug like screwed up, and so but that was
on the actual cord itself, right?
$18. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I could have given you the cord because I've thrown them away since.
Right.
But I've just had all these extra cords from these boards just dying.
Bear's house, where good boards go to die.
Honestly, yeah. So then I switched to the Yeti mic and like, no more board.
Right. Yeah.
I still have the random occurrence where I'll use this for the show. I'll turn my computer off.
You in your dreams.
I will not use my computer from the second we're done with the show till the time I'm starting the prep for the second one or for the next show. And somehow the microphone settings will be fucked up.
Oh yeah.
Like I'll go into Adobe Premiere, Audition, to do like the intro, the cold open, and either the computer's not recognizing my microphone. Mind you, there's no update to the computer. There's nothing that has changed. Right. It's just, I turned it off and then I turned it on. Everything's in like too good of a surge protector. Like there's no way it could be hit from that.
Nope.
Nothing has changed.
Nothing's changed.
Nothing. No one's even gone to this part of the room.
Right.
And it's just like, I'm not going to work now. Sometimes it limits it where it's like, I could scream into the microphone and it just sounds like this.
Right.
I'm like, what changed?
Nothing.
What? Not a single setting? I go into the settings. Man, your internet fucking goes out all the goddamn time.
Yeah.
I think my internet went out once, but yours loves to go out, like especially during the show.
Oh, absolutely. And then the camera died last time. But that camera I had for like, I want to say 6 or 7 years.
That was, if I remember correctly, you bought that one for the Podathon.
Yes. And at the time we were like a game day camera, and then all of a sudden one day it just goes, I can't.
I think if I remember correctly, we were talking about you buying that one because it was like the better one.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, let's just get like the best one that you can afford right now. And it was like, it wasn't like, we're filming television here. It was a webcam. But now it's like that's the base. Like I bought mine and I think it was better quality than yours, and mine was like less than $100. I think yours at the time was $200. And then it somehow lasted all this time. So much effort into wasting electronics.
Oh, absolutely.
Why do we do this?
I don't know. For the money and the bitches.
Mm-hmm. Now I live with 2 bitches. One's an adult and one's a toddler.
And then you hear yell downstairs, "Hey!"
She actually was yelling at that time when I said I got 2 bitches.
Right.
Because they're watching the show.
Why not?
So, Penelope loves watching the show. She sees me on the screen and goes, wow, this is crazy. She sees you on the screen and goes,
No, I think it's because she could turn you down.
No. If anything, she's a big fan of turning electronics all the way up.
Right.
Jen and I were having a conversation, I think yesterday, and just mid-conversation, she just blasts her tablet with her show. And I just kind of look at her like, we're talking here.
Yeah, I saw the one where she had her fingers in her ears, and she was like, "No, see what is it doing? Why?"
I don't want to hear this. It was pretty great. Oh man, we could have been doing that.
Yeah.
Close Encounters of the Stupid Kind. It's just every single piece of electronics that we've ever owned has failed. And the crazy thing is, before we started doing the show, like I've taken great care of all of my electronics. Like I still have my original Game Boy. Every single gaming system I've ever had is still good. I still have like the previous computers I've had have just shit out. Like the components die. It's not because like I'm not taking care of anything or I'm mistreating it. It's just like I'm I'm 9 years old. Bye. So I just lose shit like that. But I still have all this stuff. And then now all the new electronics are like, couldn't help but notice you're trying to better your life and get a show going. It would suck if everything went wrong at the exact same time. And now, I've gone a few weeks with everything being fine. And so now it's your turn to fuck around.
And that, right. And now I'm a Simpson.
Now you're a Simpsons character.
Right.
That was the big thing, what, like 7 years ago? Where was a Facebook thing like Simpsonize me.
This one stuck.
And then now you're stuck that way.
It's weird because like for like a last little while, I was actually a little tan because I got tan in Florida.
Which is the reason we were gone for a while because Patrick was on his honeymoon with Preston.
No, I didn't go with Preston.
Patrick was on his honeymoon with Preston.
Nope, I didn't go with Preston. He didn't go.
He didn't go?
No.
Feels like he went.
No.
Feels like
I went with Ronnie and some people.
So you didn't even go on your honeymoon with your husband?
No. I didn't go with Preston. But Ronnie almost got us kicked out of fucking Harry Potter world.
Oh, is it because of his hair?
No, it was butter. Like, so we got butterbeer, and then they had the like equivalent of like Fireball whiskey kind of thing. It was like Dragon's Fire or whatever.
Was he getting drunk?
Ronnie's like, I'm gonna put this in my butterbeer because it's gonna probably taste real good. And sure enough, it did. But because apparently that's a no-no. You're not supposed to do that. So they pride themselves on not being Disney. They're like, yeah, man, this is a Disney. Yeah, do what you want, blah, blah, blah. But apparently you can't fucking put your,
So you can't combine two products that they sell together.
Right. But you also can't get two drinks at once either. So like, because I'm like, you didn't have two drinks. Like, if I wanted to argue with the guy, I would have made the dude cry. But part of it was just me and behind him, like with mine, while the guy was talking to Ronnie and while Ronnie was arguing with him. I'm like,
oh yeah. So Ronnie almost got you kicked out, not you being an asshole.
No, he didn't even. Then he looks. Then I got rid of the cup while he's sitting there, and I'm just holding my drink.
Oh, you were behind the guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he's sitting there, and I'm like sipping a drink, and he looks at me, and I go, "What?"
Yeah, you shouldn't do that.
He's like, "We need to get security involved." I'm like, "Bring security down. Bring them here." I go home tomorrow. I don't give a damn.
So you can't have two drinks. Like you can't have a soda and a water.
No. So you can't buy two alcoholic drinks, right?
But
so if I was getting you a beer, they'd be like, "We need the person here with the thing,"
which is understandable. But is butterbeer alcoholic?
No, and so I didn't see any problem. There's also nothing posted. And so he goes, "Yeah, I heard her tell you that you're not allowed to do that." I'm like, "No, you didn't." I'm like, "She didn't tell." I'm like, "Nobody told us that." And literally, like I said, I would have argued with the dude. I would have argued him into submission, but I was too busy behind him going like, and then I had to get it because I need to get a hand free so that I could Snapchat. I could Snapchat Ronnie coming out and put it on my Snapchat. And be like, Ronnie got look at him causing trouble.
That's so dumb.
Yeah,
that is so fucking dumb because Disney sucks.
New webcam dumb. It wasn't Disney.
No, I'm saying that for a certain listener.
Oh, it's Universal.
Patrick, just leave me alone.
Okay.
No, I know Universal is way better.
No, I would have preferred to. No, it's not. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I would have preferred to be at Disney because at least when you go to Epcot, you could drink around the world.
Listen, that's like the one thing that's going to get me to go to Disney.
Right.
Is just I can be just raging drunk in various cities. Like if I can't stand in front of Mongolia and start screaming about shitty beef,
right.
I just
that's all get hammered in Morocco. Interesting fact: all those places, all those countries pay to build those places in Epcot
because they wanted representation.
Yeah,
it's like Disney became the IOC and said, "You must bid for us."
Oh, I got one more though. I got one more funny. So we're about to get on. We're about to get on the Hogwarts Express and go back to King's Cross because that's the way you can go between the parks.
Sure.
We're about to get on Hogwarts Express and go back, so we're standing in line. And so Ronnie's mom, they have the little niece, and then his sister. They come off they went on the elevator with they had a wagon thing. If you go bring a wagon, wagons are clutch, dude. Kid can be in the wagon. Oh my god, you can put all your
we've already been looking at wagons. Like as soon as we were like, oh no, we have a second kid on the way. You know what we can get now,
right? A wagon. But
like, there's some you can get spend like $900 on a wagon. It's like a serious wagon.
It's a serious wagon.
You could put you could put an adult in there.
So awesome.
Yeah.
I'm going with it. I'm like, kids walk. I'm riding.
It's like you just sit there. You put a rope around the kid's waist and say, "Pull me."
Right. Ha. You put like a juice box on a fishing pole in front of them. So we're standing in line. So he lets, like, Ronnie and I were like, we'll use the stairs. No reason. I'll get in the elevator. They go up the elevator and we're at the thing. And so this guy who's dressed as a conductor lets them go through. And then these people here go on through. So a bunch of people go. Like, this guy has no control over his line. And it's cracking my shit up. So he's like, oh, Harry Potter fans. And I'm like, dude, you are ruining the magic right now, you know?
Yeah.
And everything. So he goes, so you guys been to Transformers yet? And I was like, yeah. He's like, what'd you think? I'm like, it was cool. He's like, yeah, that's my home venue. I'm just filling in over here today. And I was like, and I was sitting there and just, he kind of walks away, and I looked at Ronnie and I go, did Optimus Prime talk about me at all? Did he say he misses me?
You know, when you go there, it's more than meets the eye.
More than meets the eye. But I encountered two odd people. Like, I was standing there with Ronnie's mom and the niece, and like this guy comes up and he goes, you know, last time I was here in 2016, like, he's wearing, like, he looks like he just like got thrown up on by Hot Topic.
Oh,
he's
no.
wearing like skinny checker pants and the jack boots and the whole. The last time I was here in 2016, the Blues Brothers, they danced right there on that stage. Like, yeah, man, I think they are going to do that again soon. They were up there yesterday around this time.
And he's been chasing that dragon ever since.
You seen it? It's so good. Yeah. And meanwhile, I'm like, to his mom, I'm like, let's just back away from the child and the older lady. Let's just back away. Then we had some guy like on the Harry Potter on the Hogwarts Express sitting there going, he's like, you know, they say that they have kids. The hell was that?
Don't worry about it.
Did you just up a level? What the hell was that? So it's like, they say they have cameras in here, but I don't really think they do. And I'm like, good talk. I'm like, we're forced to share a cabin on this train with you. Does not mean that we are going to become good friends. I'm just gonna watch the video thing they put on the wall. No problem. It's just like super creepy. And these guys have got like his like year pass, you know, lanyard.
Yeah.
Everything like that. It's interesting because like they do a thing like you can go on if you're staying in the park, like on one of the hotels, you can use the express pass, which is cool.
Okay.
Because it basically cuts it in half. So like if it's a 40-minute wait, it's only 20, which isn't bad.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I feel like if you're gonna go to the park because you want to do a bunch of shit, you gotta spend the money on the fast pass shit and
well, but I mean, it's what you get for staying at the hotel, which is cool. And you could use the pool at any of the hotels, which is awesome. You could just go to the desk and you'd be like, yeah, I'm staying at Hard Rock. I'd like to go to your pool. No, that's cool.
Oh, so you're like, man, I'm way too hot to walk all the way back. I'm gonna jump in your pool real quick.
Right. We went on this one though. We went on the oh my god, it's like in the cartoon land. It was like the Popeye ride. And it's kind of like what's the one, the big inner tube thing at Six Flags? Is it like Roaring Rapids or something like that? Where you sit on the big inner tube and there's like two seats and all around and then you like hit the wall and it splashes you. And
I don't know, but if you wait a few seconds, I'm sure Jen will answer in the comments.
Right.
I've been to Great America once, and it was for physics class in high school.
Right.
So they're like, no, I went on Raging Bull. Mind you, I hate roller coasters. Like, I'm not a fan of heights. I don't like them. Like, it's
and that's the other thing that I was going to tell you about.
Well, hold on a second.
We can't go on them anymore.
Oh no, I know. Back in the day, I could barely fit on them because I was like, I'm a heavyweight in wrestling. Like, I'm not gonna pretend I'm gonna fit in this ride easily. So like, I haven't ridden a roller coaster at that point, other than the Snoopy roller coaster inside of Mall of America. Right. That's the extent of my roller coaster experience because I don't like them. So all my friends were like, let's go on a Raging Bull first. I'm like, don't want to. And of course, it's the one where there's only a lap bar. There's nothing holding you. There's no seatbelt. There's no shoulder strap. There's nothing. It's just a little bar, which, by the way, barely clicked. Barely. So I spent the entire ride with the deathiest of death grips. I had an over-under grip on the bar, and I'm like, well, if this thing fucking pops off me, my arms are definitely going to remain attached to this ride while my body goes flying.
Right. So I went on the Superman one once, and I was like, I don't like this. This is like, I am really putting my like life on a fucking bolt this thick, Dude. Being like, God, I hope there's no machine failure. There's no nothing. I'm just going to be sitting there. You're like, it's great. It's like you're flying. I'm like, no, I do not enjoy that.
We got in line for the Batman ride, and this was like getting to be around Halloween. So they had like it was like a little bit of Halloween decorations. The fountain that they have outside of it, it was red as if it was like a blood fountain, like tee-hee, right?
Yeah, so you were at was it Fear Fest or some shit like that?
Fright Fest. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Sure. But while we're in line, like you get to the one part, I'm like, all right, it's like a 2-hour wait from here. I'm like, we're gonna wait for like 2 hours for this.
Yeah, ride breaks like 2 minutes.
The ride shuts down.
Awesome.
And like half the people in line get out. So all my friends are like, oh no, it's fine. They'll fix it and then we'll go. Yeah. So we moved up quite a bit. And then, after probably like a 20-minute shutdown, they reopened it. Yay, it's good now. They ran it a couple times, shut it down again.
Yeah, it's not good now.
A bunch of people got out of line again, like, ooh, this is a bad sign. It goes down once, like, it happens. Like, oh, we got to go get someone's hat or something. It broke twice. Well, let's see what happened, So they get it working again after some time, and we've moved forward quite a bit, and now we're like getting real close. It's like, oh, we're about to get on the ride. It seems right. It breaks down again. It broke down the third time, and my friend said, "Let's stay in line, because all these people will leave and we'll get in closer." Barely anyone left out from in front of us because we're so close. So this ride has broken down 3 times already. The first ride barely attached to me. Second ride, it's telling me it's going to kill me while I'm on the ride. So, but we got on there.
Just so you know, it is over if you go on this ride.
Yeah, I was like, I will warn you thrice. First one is, guys, maybe you shouldn't do this. Second time is, no, guys, I'm not kidding. You should do it. Third time is like, if you come on here, I am eating you.
You will die.
All right, fair warning. But thankfully, didn't die. I don't know. One of the only reasons.
Yeah, I'm alive. I'm not. This is a ghost podcast. No, the only thing that upset me the most was like, so Ronnie like paid for like this big this VIP tour thing for us, and like all to go on, and it was like you get to literally you skip every line. They give you like breakfast, you have lunch, and so cool. It was awesome. There's a bunch of shit I just couldn't go on.
Yeah.
And luckily they had the test chairs. I didn't have to worry about it, but everything like that. But it was just kind of lame. The coolest part of the tour was on Men in Black. We went on Men in Black. And normally it's like upstairs. And then it's like the balcony is overlooking the immigration office from the movie.
Oh, okay.
With the 2 aliens and they're all,
I just thought it was like a really racist part of the park where they're like, you come here.
No, right. No.
You want to have fun, or you want to get
from
deported?
Men in Black. It's where all the aliens would go. And they had the screen, and then the two aliens.
Thankfully, we have cleared that up.
Right.
I just thought, what a weird placement.
Right. But we got to go on the ground floor amongst like the whole thing, and you get to take pictures of the alien things and stuff like that. It was cool. But yeah, it was all right.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I'm definitely a Disney person. I've decided. Like, I'm gonna if I'm gonna go to a park, it's gonna probably be Disney.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
not go.
You know what? You know where we want to go? Like, I actually want to go is
Disney Cruise.
Super Mario Land.
Yeah, that's gonna be in California.
Yeah, it's opening this year. Yeah. And while we're gonna be too busy with a fresh baby, next year the goal is to be able to go on a couple of things there.
Will you be wearing jeans? And will they be made of denim?
It's a real shame that Patrick can't be with us today. I mean, that spiritually and physically, he has passed on. No, but it looks fucking awesome. Like, I want to buy like the stupid. You haven't seen anything about it?
No,
dude. It looks.
I gotta look it up.
It looks dope.
I gotta look it up.
I'm like, the entire vacation budget is just gonna be buying things in that park. I want to buy. There's a special little wrist thing that you can use to interact with. You can interact with around the park to get like you can play games and hidden things. And
that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up. I decided against. I was gonna buy a magic wand. I decided against buying a magic wand
because you want to try to get laid eventually.
Yes. No, but when I saw what it did, I was like, all right.
It doesn't really do that much.
No, it doesn't do as much.
It's like you interact with like Windows displays, right?
Yeah.
And
I got to
stand there for a few minutes. You'll see someone fucking do it, and you're like, okay, cool. I'm not gonna. What are they, like $80?
It was like $70 for the interactive one.
Yeah, at least like when you go like the Star Wars land, you could build a lightsaber.
Well, I mean, the ones that they had, it was very much like you go to Ollivander's and you could check out all the cool ones, and they had some cool ones.
Sure, whatever.
Don't get me wrong, they had cool ones, but
it feels like, here, pick a stick for $80. Wave it at a window displayed, and it'll make it
and dance. Watch the owl jump around. Yeah, it was very much that. But I had a beer. I had Duff beer at Moe's. That was cool. I sat in Homer's.
What did it taste like? Miller Lite?
It was like a light ale. Kind of thing. And then I did.
Did it come in a can or was it draft?
It was in. You can get them in the can, but I got a draft in the Duff mug.
Oh, okay. Wait, do you get to keep the mug at least?
No.
No.
You're gonna buy the mug. I mean,
well, I'm just saying you could.
I probably could have walked. I probably could have walked with the mug.
Oh, sure.
Nobody would have noticed.
Because you're yellow.
Yeah, and we had Simpson's donut.
The pink one with the sprinkles.
Yeah, that was cool.
It's the iconic donut. How did it taste? Was it fresh or stale?
They were fresh. That was fresh.
Ooh,
Only reason I didn't get the big one. There's a big one you can get, but I'm like, this isn't a box. I'm like, when was this thing made? You know?
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Like, they have those huge novelty ones. It's basically it looks like a bundt cake.
It's essentially, that's essentially. I was like, I want to get one, and then like I'll like split it with some people, Ronnie and his sister or something like that. But then I looked at it, and I was just like, when was this fucking thing made?
Yeah, it's like if it's someone's birthday and you want to split it between 12 people.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah. The Hard Rock was a really great hotel. The pool was great. They had a beach bar. Ronnie, I kind of mutinied on Sunday. I was like, you guys go to the park. I'm just going to go to the pool and to the hot tub. Because like by that time, we had already walked 20 miles. Come Sunday,
You're allowed to take a goddamn day off.
I go, then I'm going to watch like the playoff game at the bar. Ronnie's like, yeah, you want to go to the city walk? I'm like, no, I don't want to go to the city walk. I want to go to the beach bar. I'm going to go to the beach bar where there's a thing. The guy's making me lava flows for like $10.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is great.
It's like, I want to go to the city, sit still. Do you have that?
Yeah.
I don't want to walk there.
Yeah. No.
And it's so much walking. Like,
we met all of the cameramen for NBC Sports. They were there doing the premier soccer opening.
I'm assuming you were at the Embassy bar. That
No,
sports bar.
no, they were at the Hard Rock. That's where they were.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, so
they weren't like working at the time. They were just
no. These guys were getting lit, man. And I'm just like, they like sit down, more people for the bar, and Ronnie and I are like, finally, people that we could actually talk to you.
It's not a bunch of families trying to be like, come on, Brayden. Right?
Yeah,
you're like, I don't care about Brayden. Let's do shots.
But yeah, it was something, and they were talking like they do football, they do baseball, they do all the stuff, and they just jump around. This one guy had told us a story. He's like, I was a cameraman for the BBC, and we used to go to. It's like we went all over the place. He goes, and we did some stuff in Africa, and it was like they would go to the like honest to God scenes of like fucking tragedies and shit. And and then it stopped during obviously during the pandemic, and he's just kind of like, he goes, I don't know what happened. He's like, I just kind of like after that he's like, I'm not going back to that. Yeah. I'm like, dude, I go, you're probably suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder. You don't even know.
He's like, I'll just film Bears games. That can't be bad for my heart.
I mean, that's a different kind of tragedy, but still,
it's like he's like, all right, my first day back from Africa. What am I filming? Oh, you're filming the Lions game.
But no, yeah, but he would like, there was like in genocides, there were these things. And I'm like, dude, you were probably just really hating your job. And then when you were forced to stop doing it, you were like, dude, I hate this. I'm not going back. I'm going to do soccer matches and all this stuff.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, honestly, he goes, I think so. But they were really cool. Yeah, we ran into them like once or twice. It was fun because they'd just be there. They'd be like, hey, shots. And we're like,
yeah,
let's go.
Absolutely.
So
random fun people to hang out with.
I'm definitely a beach bar and pool person. I'm not a walk 20 miles and not be able to get on rides because my shoulders are too big.
Right.
Yeah.
When we went to City Walk and Disney Springs and all that, we scheduled like a day in the middle of the trip. Like, we're not going. We're gonna do something chill. We're gonna relax a little bit. So, because like we just built it, because I can't do like 5 days straight of 7 miles in a fucking park or a shopping district. I'm like, there's gonna be one day where I just want to get drunk in a pool.
That is not a vacation.
No,
that is it's like training for a fucking 5K. I don't want to do this.
A 5K would be shorter,
right? Anyway,
man. Oh, that's too
much. It was something. But I was just like, I need to go to a hot tub because my legs are screaming at me.
You go to the hot tub and like, ooh, sir, your shoulders are a little bit too wide.
Your shoulders are a little
this is an 8-seater. There's already 7 in here, so you'd be kind of be rubbing on them.
Shut up. It was cool. They showed movies at the Hard Rock, though. They showed movies at night. So if you wanted, you can go out there and like be in the pool, and you could like watch, they showed Uncharted one night.
Okay, I was gonna say, are these new movies, or they're like, we're gonna watch.
No, that would have been cool. How Stella got her groove back, which is a great movie from what I hear. But at the same time, the ending's in the title. I know that she gets her groove back.
We're gonna only show films that were filmed at or near Hard Rock locations.
Right.
We have Muppets Take Manhattan, and after that, Con Air. Because the Hard Rock Hotel logo was shown at the very end. So when they're crashing into Vegas.
Right.
Like, what's on the slate for today?
Useless ending.
What, Con Air?
Yeah.
How dare you? Why?
That ending, it was like they didn't have to go to Vegas.
They didn't have to.
A really cool.
That's where they ended up.
I know. It just didn't seem like they were like, I don't know. They didn't have to do that.
It's like the first 2/3 of the movie, like, all right, they're on the plane. It's going to do this.
It seems like,
and then at the very end, they're like, all right, so now what do we do with the plane? Like, I don't know. The writer gets fired, and then some guy who's making a casino movie comes in and is like, all right, Well, you know what would be happening if they fucking went into a casino.
Shit up. Right.
Anyway. It's like, this movie wasn't Michael Bay enough.
Right.
You know what this needs? Michael Bay on cocaine.
The bayest of bays.
It's like you can use only 20% of your budget for the first 90 minutes.
Okay,
but the last 15, you have $300 million.
Oh, I'm going to destroy a casino. I'm going to destroy a couple.
I'm going to destroy an active open casino.
An active open casino, but we're not going to tell them. I want honest reactions.
Most of our budget is going to be towards medical bills and wrongful death lawsuits.
Yeah. And some, therapy for the people who survive.
Yeah. The only advertising is going to be the news footage of all these people dead.
The most of that money is going to go to John Malkovich and Steve Buscemi. Nicolas Cage, we're going to pay him in hair plugs, or he gets to keep the wig from that movie.
It's all right.
Put the bunny down.
It's put the bunny back in the box.
Did you see the trailer for Renfield?
No, I don't know what that is.
My God, it's Nicolas Cage as Dracula.
Shut up.
Yeah. I'm gonna see that movie.
Put the blood.
I'm gonna see
in her neck.
Put it back in the casket.
Oh man, Nicolas Cage as Dracula.
Yep.
Is it a comedy?
I think so.
Oh damn.
No, it's a serious.
Listen,
it's like Bram Stoker's Dracula, but with Nicolas
I'm just saying when he's given these serious roles, they're often much funnier than his comedic roles.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, are we getting the bee box? The bees! Or are we gonna get something where he's in on the joke?
I don't know.
Yeah. You ever seen him aggressively recite the alphabet? I forget what the movies that's from. You've never seen, you know what? I don't care if it gets us demonetized. I gotta show you this.
No, I saw the Renfield. What did I see?
It's Vampires.
I went and saw
The Vampire's Kiss.
Okay. I went and saw Knock at the Cabin.
What could be?
Hold on a second. Let me get this queued up.
What I was going to say is don't go see Knock at the Cabin.
Instead
of having a twist ending, it should have had a twist plot.
Ooh, burn. All right, here you go, Patrick.
D, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Huh?
Awesome.
Yeah, he's the most aggressive kindergarten teacher ever.
And the Oscar goes to
that lady for not cracking up.
That lady for not for not quitting. I can't.
I'm sorry. The elemental P gets me every time.
Every time.
You know the way he does it. It's just it becomes too sing-songy.
I can't.
So we had this woman come into the bar on the other day, last week, and she originally said that she's from Trinidad and Tobago, but she has a driver's license.
I think it's called Tobago.
It's Tamaco.
There it is.
So she says she's from Trinidad. But she has a Michigan driver's license, which, sure. Okay. And she said, she spent the last 4 years in Michigan.
Okay.
Doesn't really have an accent.
Checks out. Okay.
But she kept doing this thing where now we can't stop doing that at work, where she would act as if she didn't know the English word for something and then say it flawlessly. So it'd be like, Patrick, I know at 4:00 on Thursdays you do your what's the word for it in English? Podcast. Like it's just there's no accent, there's no there's like a planned hesitation. So now just every time it's like the most basic of things.
I'm thinking about the I'm against the how is anti-disestablishmentarianism?
Yeah, exactly.
Como se dice podcast.
What is the word for the encyclopedia? It's like if she was doing a character, great deadpan, but she was serious. Like she was trying to. She was also drunk off her ass. I'm pretty sure on some kind of drugs, and just with some random dude. She kept trying to whip her tits out. It's like, you are a mess of a person. That's Michigan for you.
That's maybe what they do in Toboggan, but we're here in America.
Yeah, we're here in Sled.
Right. Go back to Taco.
Hey, you can't say that unless you're at the I was gonna say the intermissions at Men in Black Ride.
There it is. Boo yourself.
The intermissions exchange, where it's like, all right, I'm gonna take a break from my movie. You take a break from your play. We'll switch.
They did have a fun, like, I got a funny picture of a thing. It was like, they call it the child swap. I was like, is that if you're tired of yours? And basically, like,
I need a Dylan. Come here.
If you and Jen, I just always wanted a Conrad. I've got a Dylan. Oh, I've always wanted a Dylan.
All right, the best I can do is give you.
He wakes up early. But yeah, so like if you and Jen wanted to go on a ride, basically what you do is like you wait with the kids, she goes, they come back, and then you get to go, or she gets to go.
And like you don't have to wait through the line twice?
No.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
Yeah. Well, I just thought it was fun because I didn't know what it was, and the sign said child swap. I'm like, you're just taking whatever one you want?
Like, this is a much higher risk than wife swap.
Right.
Because I remember a couple of those ending in disasters.
Absolutely.
But that is great. I think the one that we're gonna do though is where she goes on the rides and I hang out at the bar with a child.
Sounds good.
Because both myself and the child will be too small to go on the rides. I'm too short. I'm like 3'4".
It's like, that's just my too short to go on the ride. No, you're not. My patience.
I'm sorry.
Is too short.
If I'm gonna be standing in this line for this long, I better win something.
Right.
And the prize is not a 30-second ride. It will be at least $10,000.
Correct.
Or I'll wait over there, drink 3 beers, and tell Jen I've had one.
You can go on Splash Mountain, but they've like de-racist it,
I know. The funny thing
there was a lot of butt stuff on that ride.
You say a butt stuff?
Yeah. I mean, they had to, so they took out the old, like the Song of the South stuff with like Brer Rabbit and Brer Bear and all that. And they're going to put in Princess and the Frog, and they're going to kind of do like a New Orleans thing.
Oh, definitely.
But like, so Preston and I, when we went to Disney, when we were in Florida, we went there for the day. Yeah, it was something like, I remember going through and watching the story, and every other minute they're like shoving something up the bear's ass, whether it's like a beehive or something. Like, it was very inappropriate. And so now they're like, I can't believe that they're changing. I'm like, I can.
Like if the racism wasn't enough to deter there's a lot of ass play.
It's a lot of butt stuff. Even with Country Bear Jamboree.
And maybe Splash Mountain, like this is just a euphemism for a bidet.
It really is.
It's like there's a lot of butt stuff going up. There's a little splasheroo. You get refreshed, and you walk away feeling clean. Is this not a bidet ride?
I was like, still like, I think it was 20. Yeah, so it was like, it was like 20. It was August 2020, and like, I was still like 40. I had to be 40 or 50 pounds, still heavier.
Yeah.
And I remember they bring back the bar, and I'm like, okay. And then I look, and this was before Preston found Taco Bell during the pandemic, and there's like this much space between the bar, and I'm like, I'll be fine.
Yeah, can I just put some of myself in between you and your bar?
Right.
Would you mind holding my thigh?
I'm like, I hope you'll be okay. The entire ride. He's like, I don't know. And then we were like going to go down the thing. And I was like, I hope
you're like, listen, I've never felt safer. by being at max capacity for something. Like, you are in danger.
I go, Preston died doing what he loved. Watching things get shoved up animals' asses.
Preston died doing what he loved. Watching Patrick have fun.
Have a great time. But yeah.
Making sure his friends succeed.
That's right.
Well,
we got a story.
You want to start the show?
We got time for.
I mean, I guess we could start the show. Well. Let me see what we got.
What's the best one we could do?
Listen, I don't have a best one, but I do have one that is right on topic with what we literally just talked about. People are selling Splash Mountain water on eBay.
Oh my god.
Yeah. As soon as let me see if they still have any listings or if they got all removed. But people were putting up Splash Mountain water. So like they went there and they would go there with jars and label it, which you could easily just fill up, a fucking mason jar at home. There you go. $325 for Splash Mountain water. $450. $400. Pre-owned.
Look at it. Brand new, $700.
Brand new versus pre-owned water. Same picture. Same person.
Well, have you seen
like hold on now. What is the difference in her $400 pre-owned Splash Mountain water versus her brand new $700?
People have looked at it,
It's like she did this jar on the sly, like no one's gonna know I got this. A second one, and she felt like bold. The second time around, she got a second one, and now it's like, oh yeah, I saw you do that. Like, oh shit, oh, now it's pre-owned. God damn it! It's like maybe half the price.
What is that?
Wow, a reclaimed. This is almost $5,000. Splash Mountain water and stone. So someone ripped off a rock and a little bit of the water, glued it to something they got their wood burning kit out. First splash back in 1992. Ooh. Oh, but see, they collected this during the remodel in 2023.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like this rock was from the first splash. If this rock was from the first splash, I could understand the $5,000 price point.
Right. Oh, yeah. Oh, could you?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, Patrick.
There was one that I read they're doing. Oh, here it is. Exact retirement. Tom Brady exact retirement spot bottled sand.
Ugh.
How much do you think somebody is asking for?
This motherfucker put a sticker on a rock.
Hilarious.
It said $5,000.
It's genuine, original, and authentic.
You can tell because there's a holographic sticker on it.
How much do you think somebody's charging for sand from the exact retirement spot for Tom Brady?
Easily $12,000.
Ah, you're close. $10,000.
Oh, well, I figured Tom Brady 12.
There are some people like there's some mason jars for $6,700. It's a bargain. There's a small one for $8,500, and then this guy's just like, look, I'm not here to gouge anybody. $550.
Look at this person. They printed up an authentic certificate.
Who signed it?
Douglas J. Dalton.
Who's Douglas J. Dalton?
Probably the seller.
But who the fuck is he to be? I mean, I signed it. It's authentic.
Patrick, if I made a certificate of authenticity for you and signed it, you could put a fancy holographic sticker on this. Look at this.
Okay.
What the fuck sleeve is that? Is he wearing a cast? Is this to pay medical bills? You're not doing this for why does it look like piss water?
Because it's Splash Mountain. Oh, no.
Piss. You know what? Probably because it was shoved up that bear's ass.
That's right. This came from the bear's ass.
This person, $20. You know, it's almost gone. Is it evaporating? Close the jar.
Right. This one wants $1,200.
Yeah, because they brought a water bottle. They definitely didn't just open a water bottle and take the label off, and then use Disney fonts on a label.
I was gonna say the most they put into this project was finding a Disney font,
which you could do in less than 2 minutes.
Right, $1,200. Their time is worth
or
something.
$57.61 for 24 months of PayPal credit. Patrick, this is not unreasonable.
No,
I don't know why you have to be such a stick in the mud about this.
I'm just saying.
And then this one looks like it's engraved with like a things remembered thing, but it's really just text over the top of it. Like you didn't put that in the jar. And what's wrong with your busted ass nail? You can't have your nail looking all this busted.
Whacked it like driving by with,
and it's open.
That's why they tell you to keep your hands in the ride.
You're letting all the memories out.
You got a busted ass nail, and your memories evaporate.
God, it's like, does no one believe in the magic anymore?
No.
And the crazy thing is, so many people are just reusing the same pictures.
Well, what's great is the water. I mean, it's like, going to be the same.
So this one is the same picture as this one, same as this one.
Well, no, because look, one was $20. Then it was like, do I want to spend that? No one wants to spend that much. You know what? Everyone wants to spend that much.
Save up to 20% when you buy more. I've got so many screenshots I could sell you.
Oh my god! So
we got a bag of water. Did they spell it all correctly?
Yep.
Yep. Oh, the hand drawn Mickey. That's what's 25. Starting bid 25, but it's up to 49.
No, that's what they want.
Oh, okay. Well, $25. Patrick, I'm getting it for half price. What a fucking steal. These idiots don't know what they have.
They are practically giving it away.
What? I can't even believe this right now. Like, I know people are dumb enough. Oh, this one is great. Because
yes, Matthew, Splash Mountain closed because they're redoing it. He wanted to know, why is this stuff rare? It's not rare. It's just water.
Well, no, it's rare. Patrick, look, it literally says in the listing, rare. Disney 2023 Splash Mountain attraction flume water with a custom Ziploc. Patrick, look at this craftsmanship.
Ziploc, you guys.
Call now.
I customized the Ziploc.
All of our lines are open. Have a zippa-dee-doo-dah day.
Where did they get that dry?
Back? I know, right? Now you're intrigued. Have I got you? And for this low price of $10,500,
I know. They'll tell you where the bags are.
Patrick, there's already one bid.
Shut the fuck up! Really? Do you
yes.
know? Does it say for how much?
Oh, I'm not. I don't have. No, it doesn't.
Someone's like $1.
$1. It's their other account.
Tell me where you got those bags.
It's their other account bidding.
Right.
Oh, okay. Listen, this will be the last one. Maybe. This will most likely be the last one. But this thing, look at the effort, the craftsmanship. Like, you've seen the custom wood plaque, you've seen the fancy bag, you've seen various jars with fun fonts on them. Patrick, have you ever seen something so amazing as a child writing?
Yeah.
Look at that @ symbol. That's super @ right? You can't buy that. That's more than $8 on Twitter.
And how much is it?
$10.
$10. Yeah.
And they have more than 10 available. So Patrick, for about $100, you could dominate the market.
Sure.
I don't want to look.
I just have to have a better bag.
No, you don't. No, you don't. That's the thing is, the simplicity is in the bag. What you want is the sign behind it.
Oh.
They are the creator of the super @ So if you get the super @ copyrighted, and then you are golden, baby. You don't want to create. You don't want to be the next. You don't want to create the next question mark. Patrick, how many times a day do people use question marks?
I think we could have. I think you could have a better semicolon.
Okay.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: you could be the one that creates that. You could dominate the market. We'll call it the Patrick colon. It'll be like a normal colon, but it will have a mutilated penis. No. Still no. You still don't like that?
No.
Patrick, it's
no.
It's a season 8 bit. You remember last season when I had the sunglasses?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your dick exploded this year.
Oh my goodness. Great. You got about Matthew now. You got about 5 minutes. So are we doing one more story, or are you gonna go right to the ray of light?
I don't even want to do the ray of light if we're not doing the stories.
Yeah. Well, that's the best. No, I'm gonna tell you about anybody good.
No.
But I didn't have time to do the story.
I'm not telling you because I didn't get you depressed enough to deserve this happiness. You gotta want it.
You gotta be real sad.
You gotta be real sad. I'll tell you what, I'll give it to you because it's not the best ray of light, but I did want to talk about it.
Sure.
I was having blow up the way.
No,
okay. So let's see. I think I sent myself this TikTok. This guy went to in Indiana. A customer went to McDonald's, and this is the story of a person who's way better of a person than I am. I mean, far and away a better person.
That's almost everybody.
No, you don't understand.
No, you don't get it.
Okay, so
way better.
I'm just gonna play the video for you so you can get an idea.
Oh, great.
McDonald's, and he's handing me my sausage McMuffin and this bag.
All right, so Patrick, what do you think is in that bag that he's like gonna be a good person? He ordered a breakfast item and then he got a random bag.
Maybe like somebody accidentally gave him like their stuff. Like they had a bag with,
like instead of a purse, they had like a bag.
Maybe their wallet was in there on accident, or their cell phone or something.
Oh, okay, that's a good guess.
Well, what's in this bag?
It seemed really heavy.
They're fucking deposit.
Oh no! Well, it's close.
This McDonald's in Indiana put their entire bank deposit for the day or the week or whatever just in a random McDonald's bag. Like they didn't put it in a bank bag. They just like throw it in to
like
go
a
back.
Brinks truck come in and like who's going to the deposit? Like I thought they have like an armed armed car.
Look, it's fucking Ziploc bags.
Oh no, somebody is dealing weed or something or dealing coke out of the fucking drive-through, and that's their thing.
Ooh, good call. I hadn't even thought of that. I was just like, nah, because like the fact that it's separated by Ziploc bags.
You know what a deposit bag looks like. You got to write on it. You know, you put the date, you put the whatever. You're telling me corporate McDonald's?
No, Patrick. There's a Post-it note right there. It's very, very
official.
Official, yeah. I can't make this full screen. Damn it. Okay. But yeah.
So what did you get the back?
Why? Just a couple $1,000 here. Like, what is this? Why would they do this? What the fuck?
You know what? Now that you brought that up, Patrick, this is totally not their deposit.
Right.
I read the story first. And I was like, okay, well, there's a great ray of light. This is a good citizen. And then I found this TikTok, I think like yesterday or the day before. Because if we did the show last week, we would not have had this video.
Right.
This organically showed up on my TikTok feed within the last 48 hours.
You know what's been going on my Facebook story reels? I've been getting all like conspiracy alien stuff and like weird haunted stuff. And I'm like, I haven't followed a single one of these things, but all of a sudden, the only thing coming through is.
Are you watching any of it? Like when it shows up, do you sit there and watch it? Go, what is this about?
Yeah,
that's why.
So that's what it's. But
I mean, the longer you watch,
all it take was one.
Yes, because you watched one for an extended period of time. They're like, oh well, let's throw one or two more items, see what happens. And then if you watch a little bit of each of those, it's like, oh, this guy really likes this shit. He's fucking dumb.
Dude, there was this one that was like this guy, like they said that like he was either like this guy was like a demon or a djinn. Like they were in this place and he's like, this place is haunted. It's tall dude. He's like, what are you doing in here? He's like, this place is haunted. And he goes, and he's like, nothing. And he's like, nothing. And he's like, no. I'm like, I'm watching it. I'm like, all right, I can't watch it anymore. This guy's too creepy.
That's when you move your phone a little bit further away from your face. Like,
yeah, you're like,
don't touch me.
It is creepy. But now I know. Okay, now I know.
Yeah, as soon as you start watching something like that, like I watched one of those cop audit things where the guys just stand in public and film, and then they get harassed by the officers. And now I get so many of those.
Right.
It's just so many. I used to get funny baby videos, cute animal tricks, people like falling and getting hurt because of stupidity, not because of, an actual accident. Like, I'm gonna climb on my house in a scuba outfit. See what happens.
I could stay in here if I wanted.
You know my rights, like First Amendment. Look it up, bud.
Like,
I do like seeing some of those cops being told to go themselves.
Oh, absolutely. The ones that are like really good at it, the ones that know the absolute law and like they could just talk circles around the cops are great. But then you get the guys that are like, "Hey, big, I could do this."
They're like, "You're dismissed, asshole."
You're like, "You're dismissed."
I'm like, if this guy maces you and hits you with a nightstick, I kind of get it.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
It's like the city's gonna give you 30 grand for it, but honestly, the cop is just gonna feel so much better.
I just love the ones that they think like, no, it's like you need to ID yourself. No, I don't. Yeah, you do. Well, that's an excellent argument, but no, I don't.
Yeah,
no, I don't.
Well, I said you have to. Oh, okay, cool.
Oh no.
My name is Citizen. Yeah, okay, well.
Right.
So now I have to return this because I'm a good person, I guess. How interesting. Okay, I'm at McDonald's. Why would you guys do this to me? You know how bad I want this money?
Just go.
Why put me in this situation?
Although now with your thing, when you're saying how it's like drug money, I wouldn't take that money. If it's McDonald's deposit and they just gave it to me, I'd be like, well, you gave it to me, so you clearly wanted me to have this. Drug dealers' money. Oh, they're gonna look at the cameras and they're gonna find me.
Right. Where'd that bag go?
Yeah. Which also is going to explain a part at the end. You'll see.
Right. No, oh my God! No way.
Are you guys laundering money out here?
No.
What the?
This was just past money. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I really want to give you a hug. Oh my God.
So he just starts up. So you guys laundering money? They might be.
What?
They might be.
I want to take a picture of you.
I cut that short, but they were just all hugging me and thanking me and crying.
All right. So now, what do you think his reward is?
He probably
totally official McDonald's reward for his totally official deposit return.
Free sandwich and a vanilla ice cream cone, but the thing's not working right now.
They're like, listen, we'll fix it for you.
Right.
We know how to fix it. We've been lying to everyone else.
Free McDonald's for a month, I guess. Wow.
So he gets free McDonald's for a month, Patrick.
Yeah,
for a month.
That much.
A month.
I get like all the chicken nuggets.
There's a bag with like $4,000 in it. And he gets free McDonald's for a month. I'm like, sir, I will get to $4,000.
When I was driving away, they called me back in to give me $200.
And they gave him $200 cash.
So you're telling me now your deposit's short, and corporate's not going to care about that. And then when they inquire, they're going to go, "Hey, just so happened to be $200 short this day. Well, we accidentally gave it to somebody.
We gave it to Dookie Doughboy.
The deposit. You gave the deposit away. Yeah, but he brought it back.
Dookie Doughboy.
So you're going to have like, also we're going to have like a good amount of comps this next month, just so you know. And
why?
Because we're going to give him free McDonald's for a month because he was honest and he brought it back in.
For a month?
A month.
You were authorized to give away the official coupon booklet that's up to $12 in value.
Yeah, but he was a real nice guy. I had hoped that he wasn't gonna like tell you, but now that you're asking, I guess I gotta be honest.
I didn't ask you.
Oh.
You mentioned this to me.
And then the $200 that I gave him.
$200?
Top, yeah, because he was nice and he gave the money.
Where did this $200 come from?
It came from the deposit.
The deposit that you were supposed to put in that you gave away, you then gave away some of the deposit.
Yeah.
So your numbers are going to be short this month.
Yeah.
And your comps are going to be high.
Yeah, because he's already come in like 3 times this month, like on a Monday, and he like got like burgers for everybody that he knows, and then everything like that. So
you didn't even put a limit on his free McDonald's?
No,
I couldn't say like for one meal per day.
Listen, you are asking for a lot of details from a person who keeps their deposit in sandwich bags, labels them with sticky notes, and puts them in a food bag by the drive-thru. I'm just saying, you made me a manager. You were asking for this to happen.
This is arguably your fault.
Yeah, I mean, I'm waiting for an apology, frankly.
I don't know how you could sit with yourself.
You let me fail.
You set yourself up for this disappointment.
Yeah, I would have hired me. I'm an idiot. You should hear about all the other stuff that I haven't told you.
What else has gone wrong?
Oh my God, the ice cream machine.
Yeah,
it actually works.
We told you to break it.
I know. I didn't do that.
That was a good show.
Awesome.
It's 45 minutes of stupidity throughout our life.
There you go.
Probably the most naturally flowing show we've ever had.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So who knows? We might change the format going forward because this was fun.
Yeah.
It's like I'll have stories.
Yeah.
But you know it's better than that. Bah. No, the
whole.
What
can you do for this week? Where can they find us online?
You can find us individually. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter at Hungry as a Bear. For Patrick, you can find him on Instagram at pnewson42, at Twitter at patricknewson42. Follow everything about us on website stupidstalkingstupid.com. Video version of the podcast on YouTube and Facebook, 4:00 every Thursday, live broadcasting. If Patrick's internet works or soundboards don't go out, or turns out I'm not made up of like 2 dogs in a trench coat, and all these things.
I always had my suspicion.
I know everyone did, but as it turns out, it's just me. You're stuck with me. Yeah.
Anyway, that's gonna do it for this week. For Stupid Talking Stupid, I'm Patrick.
And I'm Bear.
We'll see you later.
Goodbye, racism.